What's going on, everybody? This is Trendkill Radio, a rock news show about all things rock, except for when it's not. Brought to you by the Cleveland Guardians and Skippy Peanut Butter. Come here, boy. Come here. Who wants the Skippy? Who wants to lick the Skippy Peanut Butter? Before we get started, please be sure to like, subscribe, hit your notifications, and follow us on Trendkill Radio 216 on Instagram. I am your host, Sean Ryan.
And I'm Jimothy.
And tonight we have another little episode about Oli Sykes and Bring Me the Horizon, and they're split with... I keep on wanting to say Albert Fish, but Albert Fish he was an old serial killer from the early 1900s. Yeah. Molester, cannibal, fun guy.
Yeah.
Really cool at parties. Anyway, but Jordan Fish from England, not Albert Fish from America.
Jordan Fish, not the serial killer.
Yes, he was the keyboard player for Bring Me the Horizon for about 5 albums. Actually, I think he's only excluded off of like 3. The first 3. He came in with Sandpit Turtle.
This is Sandpit Turtle!
The rest was history. Anyway, so Oli has finally kind of opened up. We learned back in December that Jordan had left, and it was mysterious why. But you could tell within the articles, we didn't report on it at the time because there wasn't really a story. But you could tell within what Oli was saying that, I don't know, it seemed like it sucked. You know, like, I don't know, like, should we stay together for the children, or, you know, do we have? I think we have to part ways. You know, and Oli has finally opened up about that. Jim?
Yeah.
Bring Me the Horizon just released their post-human Next Gen last Friday on the 24th. And this is the first time he's talked about it with a new conversation with Revolver. He discusses their breakup, and he goes on to say, quote, "The main reason it was delayed is because of personal reasons with the band, and it was directly connected to Jordan leaving. Things weren't good last year." I saw him last year. And yeah, they did seem a little stiff, but they were opening up for Fall Out Boy. I just assumed, like...
Right,
we're opening up for Fall Out Boy. We're fucking... Dance, fuckers.
British people be like, "You've got something in your teeth."
Just like that.
Direct quote. "Things weren't good last year as a unit, and the writing suffered because of that. It slowed us down to a halt."
So Sykes just noted that with Fish leaving the band, they had to move away from their kind of their recent songwriting because Fish was such a...
Fish, the groove band that has 12-minute songs?
Oh, fuck no.
Goddamn hippie!
Whoa, dude!
Get out of here!
Not cool! What's up?
I'll leave this show right now if we get into Fish with a PH. Fuck that with a PH.
Myself. I never want to fucking hear that stuff.
But no, the band moved away from traditional songwriting and started doing more basically computer-based like writing because they had Fish as a resource to kind of like build stuff in the computer in the DAW, if you will. So it's just a means of them kind of like doing different songwriting. And when Fish left, they had to kind of go back to old school where they just sat down with basically guitars and wrote riffs.
Yeah, and I think they were feeling like they were straying away too much from actually using real instruments because Fish was so good with keyboards and producing, and it was like that. You know, that was how his execution worked. So basically, Oli comes out of rehab. I don't wanna go to rehab. I had one song. So Oli just goes on and says, quote, "Me and Jordan were like a force. We turned into the Oli and Jordan show without really realizing it." He says, "Ever since I got out of rehab, just before Sandpit Turtle." Get it? Sandpit Turtle. We've all been on Instagram. Okay. "I really like to throw myself into something, and I guess that was the music. I became addicted to writing and learning how to sing and produce, and Jordan was my partner in that kind of pursuit. We wrote all the time. I didn't realize how much we pushed the other guys out." End quote.
He goes on to say, quote, "I'm not going to bullshit and say, oh, it was amicable and we all ended on good terms and stuff. End of day, it's like any breakup. But there's no juicy story or anything. There's no headline there. At the same time, there'll be some wounds on both sides that aren't going to take a bit longer to heal before getting back on communicating terms again."
Yeah, and kind of just to wrap that up, he was just saying, you know, we got to cross some bridges before we're ever able to kind of communicate again and be on good terms and speaking terms once again because, you know, it's a breakup. I mean, most of us, I don't know about you people, but I've been through breakups. You don't want to talk to that person for a long time. And then sometimes you become friends with them.
Right, and then you just move on. I mean, the band released the album with some of the songs that they wrote together and some new songs that they wrote after his departure. And then, Fish went on. He did a project with Architects and did a song with them. And he's been working on Spirit Box with their new release. So they're both moving on, going on to other things and stuff like that. And
Yeah, those are two pretty high-profile bands. That's cool that they're working together. So, I mean, best of luck to both of them. I think the new Bring Me the Horizon album, like I said before, is a little poppy, but it's actually, if you listen to it, like, my favorites were, like, N.A. and Limousine and shit and blah, blah, blah. Kool-Aid is fucking sweet. Kool-Aid's so good. But they put it out so long ago that when the album comes out, it's like, oh, I've already heard this 40 times. I hate that, dude. But I guess that was the reason with the delay of this album, because they were supposed to release 4 albums in 1 year. But I guess a big part of the delay was just kind of butting heads with the Fish.
Fish?
Yeah.
Pony?
Yes.
the Fish.
Pony?
I'm sure there was a lot of debate about splits and any of the residuals, any of the mechanical royalties off of like streams and things like that. Because no one gives a shit about buying stuff. It's about streams.
So that is all we got for tonight's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to subscribe, hit your notifications, follow us on Trendkill Radio 216 on Instagram, and that is it. I'm Sean Ryan,
And I'm Jim Fee.
and this has been Trend Kill Radio. What's going on, everybody? This is Trendkill Radio, a rock news show about all things rock, except for when it's not. Brought to you by the Cleveland Guardians once again, and I don't know, Smucker's grape jelly. Put it on your dog.
Because it's your dog.
We're gonna start that over again, but I'll keep it as a clip.